Good afternoon, everyone. My topic today is the bias against homosexuals. A terrible event happened in South Africa, 2009 March. A woman's dead body was found in the park, and the police said there are 25 scars on the dead body, and also the police found that the woman had suffered from gang rape and cruel beats before she had died. This woman is an excellent national female soccer player. And the reason why she was killed is because she admitted that she is a homosexual in public. You might be very frightened about this news because it's just impossible. It's so terrible. But in fact, it is true. And the issue of bias against homosexuals is a very serious issue, not only in South Africa, but also all over the world. A report from UN had already pointed out there are still 76 countries still set homosexual as illegal, and these have made our society become a homophobic society. So in order to prevent terrible events like this and live in a peaceful society, we need to reduce the bias against homosexuals. And there are some solutions. First is the show business. I really think we should convey more topics which is related to homosexual in our show business. And second, the government should support and give them the rights on the law. Third, which is also the fundamental solution, that is education. But although I brought up 3 solutions, many people will still suspect the solution's possibility. For example, the young audience, those young generations were likely to mimic their favorite idol and become a homosexual. And also, legal marriage of homosexual is still not legal in Taiwan till now. And people who dislike homosexual might not pay respect for them even though the law agrees. Finally, even though we found a good teacher who could teach right concept of homosexual, how about the parents? The parents might influence the kids as well. However, for these objections, I think we definitely could not dispel all the bias and protest to the public. But from the audience, from those young audience, we must teach them how to watch those shows. And we must tell them the TV show just presents a kind of lifestyle, and love tendency is natural. It's not a sample to follow. Secondly, if the law doesn't give the equal rights to those homosexuals, how could it be possible for others to pay respect for them? Because they are just illegal at all. On the other hand, elders should be educated as well. And we could deliver the message by media and let them know much about homosexual, give them more information. Because many bias is actually from misunderstanding. Last but not least, there are many ways to reduce the bias against homosexual, but the most efficient way is educating the public. 2 reports in Taiwan has raised points, and I think it's great to know why it is so important to educate the public. And that is, from the time children started to learning how to talk, they are told that everything has a name and how to distinguish different things such as color, red and green. And if you don't teach the concept of red and green to your children, when your children want to walk across the street, you might be very nervous because you didn't teach them how to tell, and they don't know when they should go and when they should stop. So similarly, if we fail to teach our children about different sexual identities, like homosexual, the society we create is likely to be homophobic and full of discrimination and prejudice, and also sexist bullying, like the example I just mentioned. And it's not a word we want to have, and education we want to have a society which is full of bias. And also, I think the best way to reduce the bias against homosexual is recognition instead of rejection. Thank you for your lesson.